The theater chain AMC gave shareholders a wild ride on Thursday. While it did, the great Australian hedge fund manager John Hempton had a quip saying, "If you give away popcorn, your stock doubles. So is corn going to boom? Should we all buy Corteva?" Coincidentally, one of the top names for Portfolio Armor, one of its top 10 names on Thursday, wasn't that one, but it was another corn-related name, specifically the To Corn Fund. Apologies if we're not pronouncing To correctly. But this exchange-traded product, which tracks the price of corn, is consistent with a theme that we've written on in the past on Zero Hedge and elsewhere, which is essentially there's been too much crypto recently and not enough stuff. And in this article from a couple weeks back, we quoted Bloomberg talking about how the world economy was pretty much running out of everything. And one of the things it mentioned here was corn. It mentions coffee as well. And at the time, Joe, the coffee index exchange traded note, was one of our top 10 names. And as of Thursday's close, corn was. So this is another play on inflation, essentially. Things getting more expensive, physical commodities being in short supply, with economic growth globally returning. So that's one way to play inflation. But there's a possibility that our system's wrong in picking it and corn won't do well over the next 6 months. So let's look at a couple ways you can hedge it in case we're wrong. So the first thing we do is we open up the Portfolio Armor iPhone app and we type in the symbol for the corn fund, which is the word corn. And then we type in a number of shares. Here I'll type in 1,000. And then the next field, we type in the maximum decline that we're willing to risk over the time frame of the hedge. So for this example, I'll enter 20%, and I just need to put 20 there. And then for time to expiration, you can pick any available options expiration. Our default goes about 6 months out, but for this example, I'll go out to November. And then we tap Find Optimal Hedge, and here we're presented with the optimal put option, or the optimal put options, to protect against a greater than 20% decline in 1,000 shares of corn by November 19th. And as you can see, the cost of this hedge was 4.34% of position value. That was calculated conservatively, assuming you bought the puts at the ask. In practice, you could often buy options at some price between the bid and ask. So in practice, it probably would have been lower. But let's look at a way you can lower your costs now. You could indicate you're willing to cap your possible upside. And for this example, I'll just use 20% as a cap. And what this means is if corn appreciates more than 20% between now and November 19th, you're willing to give up those extra gains. So if you were to do that, this is the optimal collar to protect you against a greater than 20% decline. And as you see here, the net cost in this case is negative, meaning you would collect a net credit of $300 or 1.45% of position value, assuming, again, to be conservative, that you placed both of these trades, buying the put options and selling the call options, at the worst ends of their respective spreads. In other words, you bought the puts at the ask and you sold the calls at the bid. So in reality, your net credit would probably be larger than 300, and your net cost would be lower than negative 1.45% of position value. So this is something to consider if you want to buy corn as a play on increasing inflation and the global economy heating up, but you want to hedge against the possibility that we're wrong.